I learnt that from that fella this morning when I was listening. He knows what he's talking about. So we've got the oil is heating. And at any stage when you're using any cooking, especially oils, you've always got to keep an eye on it, okay? Never go wandering out. And at this stage it's just starting to have a little bit of smoke forming. And of course you will have your smoke alarms already set up in your kitchen dining room area. And smoke alarms would start shortly detecting that smoke for you. Hey Paul, how are you?
Ours isn't it? Detects fucking steam at the shower. Stupid thing. This morning I don't even know how I got set off.
Today we've got smoke alarms that are actually out on the table here that the fire service have bought. You can purchase those for $10. Pretty cheap value for saving lives. They do work. Okay, so if you are, say, in bed asleep and a fire starts, one, you can't see it because you're asleep obviously, but you can't actually smell it either. Okay, your senses are just not working, and the smoke alarm will alert you straight away once that smoke starts building up, and that'll give you that opportunity to actually get yourself down, get yourself low, and get out. Okay, you've probably only got a few minutes once it actually gets going.
Yeah, it's like smoke now, babe. Look.
And you can see there's a bit of smoke starting to form now.
Can you get up on your camera? Yeah.
The other thing to remember out being in, especially people out in these rural areas, make sure that your emergency service numbers are readable on your letterboxes. It gives us a lot more direction, gets us there a lot quicker with the information. Bit of smoke coming along here now. If you've snoozed off in your seat, you wouldn't even notice what's actually happening. I knew they'd have something that I could waffle on about here. It's not normally a problem. 25% of fires start in the kitchen, and a third of those result in death. Okay, so again, we can't stress more that if you're cooking, then you've got to do the looking. Okay, you're too easily distracted, especially people with little kids. Get called away, you're on your phone, having a snooze is probably the worst offence. And of course we don't have to tell you because we've told you for years, don't drink and fry. Where is Fry? He's having a sleep. So that oil is just getting ready. Done it myself actually, put oil in on the pot, heated it up, walked away, put me chips in there and the whole thing just goes kaboom sometimes. So about now, probably your smoke alarm would be working quite nicely and giving you that warning of actually something's really happening in your kitchen. They are invaluable. Also, in your home, the common rule for heaters, the meter heater rule. Okay, keep anything at least a metre away from, especially say like your fires, heaters, in the winter when you're trying to dry clothes out by your burners. If you have those clothes on your dryer any closer than a metre, they will actually start warming up and they will actually just catch fire as well. And we all know, just to remind you, if you do get into strife, 111. Okay, we would rather be called out just in case rather than it's too late. 111 will get us there pretty quick. out at Tapawera we are all volunteers, and something's happening here, and we're actually on call 24/7. Now if I'm not watching this is exactly what's happening. You're doing your cooking and I'm not looking, just starting to get nice and hot here. Okay, if you find yourself in this sort of situation in the kitchen and you are comfortable with doing this, what you can do is grab your pot handle very carefully, come in, place it down, and that will actually smother your fire out. Okay, but if we actually take that off, there it's getting the air in and it's actually reigniting it. Okay, the other thing that you could try is maybe a breadboard. If you're cooking on your kitchen, you might have a breadboard, slide it over, and she's out. Maybe not. Okay, the other thing that might work is, it's probably a little bit too evolved at this stage, but a baking tray. You might have a baking tray. You probably wouldn't want to do that with gloves. It's just really not working. Okay, 111 is pretty good thing to do before this stage. Okay. What we'll show you in a sec is what not to do with any sort of oil fire, fat fire, any liquid fire, is to put water on it. Okay, Sandy's here with all the fire gear on. Quite personally, I wouldn't get any closer than what I am, and I'm geared up, reasonably geared up. If that was you inside your kitchen, it's not cold. Okay, so just remembering, if you're cooking, do the looking. If you start getting into a little bit of trouble, if it's only your flames are only low, you can actually just put the pot lid on or a tray, and then once it hasn't got that air, it'll hopefully put itself out. If you're not confident in getting anywhere near it, don't muck around. Just 111, that's what you're for, okay? But definitely never ever ever put that water on any sort of oil, any liquid fire like that, because it'll just do exactly what it done there. Okay? And like I say, we are all volunteers on this. If there's anyone out there that is interested on becoming a volunteer, full training's provided, and we have training nights every Monday night, and yeah, pretty much it's huge support. Okay, so if it's something that you might be interested, come and see us over here on the tent. We'd love to see you.